Hey, welcome to the Integrate This EdTech podcast. We are continuing our Tech in 10 series, focusing on ChatGPT for teachers. Jeremy has given us a couple different videos so far with overview and lesson planning and those type of things. Today, we're going to take a look at designing assessments in ChatGPT for teachers. So for this, we're going to look at putting in making assessments for a specific learning target. So for this learning target, we're looking at physical science, fifth grade, and the target is I can develop and refine a model to show that matter is made of particles too small to be seen. Keep in mind, you can obviously put this, you could change the learning target to whatever fits for you if you don't teach science or anything like that. Totally fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to just look at developing this assessment. So the first thing, and I've got some kind of predetermined pieces that I'm going to put in here, and I'll show you what those are. We'll kind of look at them step by step here. And so we're going to put in just starting with the chat as it currently looks. We're not looking at any of these cards right now because this is an option for you as well. But we'll put in, you are an instructional coach. Help me design an assessment aligned to this learning target. The target, I can develop and refine a model to describe that matter is made of particles too small to be seen, right? Then we look at fifth grade science, right? Physical science is what we're looking at. Context, properties of matter, particle model of matter. And then this is kind of our task, right? This is what what we want the chatbot to do. Create an assessment plan with what I'm measuring, skills plus content, what mastery looks like, common misconceptions, and then recommended item types. So we're just going to create the assessment plan right now. So we're going to go ahead and hit send on that. Okay. And then here's what it starts to develop for us. So learning target is right above there. Then we get what you're measuring. So we have the content knowledge, we have the skills. It goes into detail about what mastery looks like, common misconceptions to check for, and then recommended item types. And this is where we're going to kind of go into the next step, and we'll dig in a little bit further. But you'll have like the recommended item types, the multiple choice, the short response, and the modeling task are going to be our assessment piece. So we're just going to take that and go, okay, let's focus on those, and we're going to generate an assessment that's aligned to that given this target. So we're going to take and pull in our next response to the chatbot. It will always, put in here like some things that it can also draft for you. That's great. Feel free to explore those. I think that there's opportunities there where maybe you didn't think of something, and you could certainly take its advice for something that you want to create. But this is going to be a little bit more guided. So we're going to put in our next prompt, our follow-up prompt. And so we're going to say, now generate a short assessment aligned to that target, right? So we had an assessment plan. We wanted some options for things that we could do. Then we're going to take that and go, okay, let's do 6 multiple choice with 4 options in each of those multiple choice questions, 2 short constructed response. We'll have 1 extended response, and then a performance task or modeling. And then for each item, include answer key, depth of knowledge level, 1 common misconception it reveals, and 1 sentence rationale. Also include a simple scoring guide for the short extended responses. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click send on that. And this is what we're going to start to get. So below is a short, fully aligned assessment for the learning target. So we have our multiple choice items. So, and we'll just kind of go through here, but what you'll see is prompting is so important in the sense that you're really laying out the task for the chatbot. So just keep that in mind. Always be thinking about like, what can I add to this to get exactly what it is that I want? If we leave some of these things out, right, obviously they're not going to show up within our response from the chatbot. So just keep that in mind. We'll get our question for the multiple choice. We'll have our 4 options, which we put into our prompt. Then we expected from it to give us the correct answer, the depth of knowledge, misconceptions about this question, and then the rationale to the answer. So uh, we're going to take and look a little further down now, and we're going to see past our multiple choice questions. We got our short constructed responses. Okay, so explain how a model can show that matter is made of particles too small to see. Then we get depth of knowledge level 2, key ideas, misconception, rationale. And then we have a sample answer even there that we put in so that we, as the instructor, can look at that and use it as kind of a measurement as to maybe what students would be responding with, right? Then you have the extended response or the performance task. Now, this is where you can kind of take it a step further because we've got our assessment with a couple pieces there, but then with the extended response, we're asking them to perform something. So if they're going to perform a task, we know that the next step for that would potentially be something like a rubric. So what if we said, and it gives us our simple scoring guide that we had asked for, right? Gives us kind of this what is the makings of a rubric here. And so what we're going to do is with our next one, we're going to say a couple things here. Okay, create a 4-level rubric for the modeling performance task. Criteria: model accuracy, evidence examples used, reasoning, explanation, and communication. Those are going to be our 4 levels. And then we're going to also have it add or use specific observable language, so avoiding vague language. And this is, again, this is where it's so important to detail what it is that you expect from this. Otherwise, we know that the chatbots can kind of go rogue, right? And they'll do whatever they want. So being very specific about that. And then there's a line in there too that says, then rewrite it as a student-friendly I can success criteria. So we'll hit the send on that, and we'll see what it comes with for our 4-level rubric. Okay. And so what we're getting here is we have our beginning to exceeds 1 through 4 performance levels. Then we look at and we see the specific categories that were listed in the prompt, right? So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. We have these different areas, and then we have the levels with their descriptors. Now you can go even further with this, like you can copy this and paste it into whatever rubric makes sense for you. If you're using like, say, Google Classroom, you want to utilize the rubrics in there. If you have your own paper copy, anything like that, right? You can copy and paste those in there. But now we have a full assessment piece that we've made with our multiple choice, short constructed responses, and extended response performance task, along with a rubric. So now we're really into assessing the entirety of what the student is going to be doing for this learning target and checking for understanding around that. So, we're really good in that regard. And then from there, I just want to point out too that you could also go this way as well. You could say, okay, so what we've got in here is based on the rubric, create 5 brief glow comments, 5 brief grow comments, and then 5 actionable next step comments. Keep each under 2 sentences, tie each comment to the rubric criteria, and then a bonus questions by level card. Target is still present, right? That's the focus of this. And so we're going to hit send on that. And then it says below are concise rubric aligned feedback comments followed by a bonus questions by level card you can use for conferencing or reflection. So these are glow and grow comments that you could adopt or adapt to give to the students based on the assessing and using the rubric, right, that you've got. So so this is all just to help you through an assessment. This is obviously going to look different depending on what it is that you're teaching the students, but This is to kind of get into assessments and using it in ChatGPT for teachers.